everyone! So I recently just got a comment on one of my videos and it was asking specifically about the pearl shade from Salt New York and sort of what it looks like on actually pale skin. And then I figured what I would do is I would swatch this and then also swatch some of the products that I use in a similar way and kind of give you my feelings about it, and this might help you. So and like this I think was important to mention here, she wanted to see what it looked like on like really fair skin that isn't trying to like bronze up. So that's usually what I do. I don't do too much bronzing. Okay, so the first swatch here, I mean, all of these are going to be hard to see, obviously, but the first one here, right under, like, right at the top of those veins that I have, is the Salt New York Pearl. And I would say about this, she wanted to know, is it like a white cast under it or is it more translucent? So this has glitter to it. And I would say on my skin tone, heavy swatched, it looks like it's really white, right? It's that first swatch there. It looks pretty white. But once it's on the skin and you kind of blended it out, what it kind of reads on me is mostly translucent with glitter. So I personally don't love this after wearing it several times. I just will go to some other products, and that's what I'm going to mention. I don't think that it has too heavy of a white cast on my skin at all. It really doesn't reflect like it's white. It just sort of dissipates to not very much on my skin, and then I'm left over with some of the glitter. So some of the ones I like a little bit more up here on the palm of my hand in sort of a weird spot is actually the eyeshadow. This is Kush from Colourpop, and I just checked and it's in stock at Ulta because I wasn't sure. I've had this for a little while, but I started wearing this as a highlighter, and what I found with this is it's not at all glittery and it looks super reflective and pretty in the way that I kind of want the pearl to be from Salt New York. It's got a very soft, creamy formula, and as you can see there, it's just a little bit more beige on a swatch, but on the skin it really doesn't look beige at all, and it's just super pretty and luminous. So what I also have up here similarly is, let's see if we can get this. So you can see like there's sort of a purple shift on my hand here, and these are like the same, the closest color tones. This is Icebow from Rituale Fille, and this is Icebow. This one for me, obviously it shifts, right? So it shifts to that like purpley blue kind of shade. So it's not quite like pearl, but it gives me the same effect on my skin of not really looking that iridescent, but giving me a sort of a glitter cast afterwards. So for when I put Icebow on, I don't see a strong holographic shift. I just kind of see a little bit of color and then glitter. So that's why I put it next to pearl, because they both give me actually a pretty similar effect. Okay, so then we're going to move down from pearl. Let's see if I can. So you see that really shiny, little bit beige color. Above that, there actually is a swatch there that's just a blend out version of that same color that's looking pretty shiny and sort of peachy. That's the Parla shade from Westman Atelier. And what I like about this, so obviously blend out, which you can see above that, which you can't really see, is the Parla. And I would say that while that looks way more neutral than Pearl from Salt New York, it is definitely, when it's blended out, just very transparent, a little bit glossy, and just makes your skin look a little more luminous. I love that Parla shade from Westman Atelier. And underneath that, you can probably only see the heavy swatch. I have the Charlotte Tilbury. This is the Beauty Light Wand. I guess I have it in Spotlight. That one is a little bit peachier than Parla on the actual skin. You can see the heavy swatch. You can't really see the blended out swatch because kind of what happens on my skin, but it is really pretty. It also has a little bit of glitter, so I'm kind of always going back to Parla now instead of the Beauty Wand from Charlotte Tilbury. Then underneath that, let's see if you can get that little bit of that iridescent. That's the Lit Stick from Westman Atelier, and like the Icebow from Rituale Fille, this one has like that iridescence, but what I like about the Lit Stick from Westman Atelier is it really doesn't have that heavy after glitter, so it just looks luminous with a touch of color, so it is quite pretty. And then the last one I have here is the Say Beauty. Now this is the Say Beauty, what do they call this? The Star Glow. Okay, my biggest issue with this, I actually think the swatch is kind of weird because that's sort of the problem with the product. You can't really even see it blend into my skin. But this is like a light beige. It's very neutral, very nice. But the pump is annoying. It puts out way too much product. Let me see if I can show it. It's like a pretty big size hole for how much you need of this, because honestly you need like none of this. And so that's my biggest issue with this product and why I really don't use it, is that the color's nice, it's, you know, very pretty on the skin, but it just is like too much of a mess every time I've tried to use it, but also very neutral. So while I would say Parla looks very white here in the swatches, it blends out to almost a transparent, you know, the transparent nature that the blushes have, but it has some glitter in it. And that's sort of why I don't love it as much. I really like the Couche. That's Icebow, also has a glitter. I don't even know if that one's showing. We've got Parla, Spotlight, Lit, and then the Say Beauty. All right, hopefully that helped a little bit. All right, bye.